Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Simply Pops, and I'm here to give you guys the best Apple Watch apps part 2. Thank you guys so much for all of your support on part 1. I'm back at it again with part 2. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now, before I even get started with this video, make sure you guys share this video, subscribe, like, and comment. That does help out the YouTube algorithm, push out my videos. Without further ado, let's just get right into this video. Add a little bit greenery to the scenery. Hey, that rhymes. Now, the first app is called Heart Analyzer, and I believe this is the best app, better than Apple's. It is constantly always checking for your heart rate. So right now, 68 is not even connected to nothing. But if I tap on it, you have a beautiful graph, much better than Apple's. So yeah, overall, it's just an analyzer checking your heart rate constantly. The official Apple one does give you updates, letting you know that your heart rate is a little higher than usual. But the graphs on this application is definitely a lot more professional. So yeah, so this is how the Apple one looks. And in my opinion, it just doesn't really look all that great. Look at that. That just looks a little bit more better in my opinion. Next up on the list, we have an application called Priority. I hope I'm saying that right. This is having a internet browser on your Apple Watch. This is amazing. And the fact that we have an internet browser on our wrist is just fantastic. So yeah, as you guys can see, I can launch up Google with no problems. I can even go to YouTube. I can go to any website. Now, keep in mind, you cannot play any YouTube videos, which is unfortunate, but hey, even searching it up, if you want to actually search something, you have the magnifying glass there, and you can use dictation or you can use the scribble feature. youtube.com/simplypops. You tap on done, you tap on go, and it's going to take me straight to the website. And yeah, so it's gonna let me know that the page is not current, and because the resolution on the Apple Watch is lower to be a internet communicator, but you guys get the idea. This is my YouTube channel right here, and if I try to tap on the video, it's just not gonna play whatsoever. And next up on the list, we have MiniWiki, and this is Wikipedia right there on your Apple Watch. Can I just start off by saying it's amazing how we can search Wikipedia right there on our watches, on our Apple Watches. That's just like amazing. I remember having that big ass Wikipedia book. I'm sorry for my language, but that book was like this big. The camera can't even get into frame. That book was humongous, and I remember taking it out, doing some book reports, because at the time internet wasn't really as advanced. And it's funny because when we had that book, we didn't really had a computer and all that. I mean, Wikipedia was around, but I didn't have a computer around here, so we had to take out that big ass book. It's just amazing how we could search Wikipedia articles right there on our Apple Watches. So you got nearby stories, you have bookmarks, and I'm going to search something. So I was searching up PS5, so I'm going to do the same here. Can't wait for the PlayStation 5, by the way. And you have everything right here. You're going to tap on PlayStation 5, and it gives you the Wikipedia of the PlayStation 5 or whatever you search the Wikipedia on. This is exactly it. Now, the only con I would say with this, it doesn't have any pictures. I wish they would, add some pictures to add a little spice to it, but hey, this is still Wikipedia. Next up, we have FlipCalc, and this is basically a slightly better version of the Apple Watch calculator. And yeah, I know it is pre-installed on there, but as you guys can see, the buttons are much bigger, much more easier to press than your traditional Apple Watch calculator application. The buttons are slightly smaller, and if I go back to FlipCalc, you guys can see the buttons are nice and big, easier to press. And let's do a math calculation. So let's do 8. You have the times tables, you have the addition, minus. So 2 is the minus, and then you have 4 is the times. So if I press and hold that 4, it's gonna activate the times, and then I could do 5. And then equal is gonna be on the top there. So you just tap on the top, and you get 40. Now, if you want to do scientific notation, or you want to get a little bit more, complicated, you have everything here. So you have your sins, your cos, your tan. Man, it's bringing me back the good old days of algebra and geometry. You have your pies, you have your square roots, you have everything here, but everything is just a little bit more easier to press. Next up, we have Air Matters. This is going to give you the air quality levels outside. So as you guys can see, you have a 48 AQI, air quality index. Yep, I got it. And yeah, so it's just gonna give you the air quality right there on your Apple Watch. Now I know there is a complication stock for the air quality, but this gives you a little bit more, a cleaner interface, a cleaner complication, I should say. So if I go to the Apple ones, which by the way is a little tricky doing this, without it on my wrist, but you guys can see you have all these colors and all of that stuff, but with the Air Matters, it just gives you a solid color indicating which air quality is good. And if I tap on it, you have this beautiful interface. It's going to give you the air quality level. It's going to give you the weather outside also. It's also going to give you the pollen levels too, which is very important to see the pollen. And yeah, this is a very useful app, I must say, and I highly encourage you guys to check it out. It's free too, so you don't have nothing to lose. Next up on the list, we have Water Reminder. And I gotta say, this app is fantastic to have on your Apple Watch, and it is free. Now, basically, it's just going to remind you to stay hydrated throughout the day. So every 2 hours or every 1 hour, you can set this to your liking. It's going to remind you to drink some water, stay hydrated, because it is always recommended to drink at least 66 ounces of water per day. And I only drank 17 ounces. I gotta say, I highly recommend it. I'm going to drink a lot of water today. I'm going to fill up this bar. So as you guys can see, I drank 17 ounces of water. That's 26% out of the 66 ounces. If you drink a standard bottle of water, which is this, the Poland Spring water, which is 16.9 ounces, I just rounded up to 17. You should be fine. I'm just going to drink another bottle of water a little later today when I'm done with this video. And let's say I do drink that bottle of water, I'll be sure to tap on the plus, and it's going to ask you, what do you drink? Coffee, tea, milk. I think water is the star of the show. You can upgrade this to a pro version, which is going to allow you to, set like smoothies, energy drinks, and you can have different levels or different categories of drinks. I just tap on water, and then you could tap on the ounces. So I had to do some calculations, like I had to convert ounces. So yeah, and it's going to give you the ounces. You can tap on anything right here. You can go all the way up. And then you can just tap on the check mark to add it, which I'm not going to add right now. And you guys can see you have this nice minimalistic complication letting you know the progress of how much water you drink for the day. Currency is going to allow you to convert your USD or your dollar or your pound into whatever you want here. So in this case, I live in the US. So if I want to convert $50, I could tap on convert, and it's going to give you all the conversions for Canada, British, Australia. You can add in more countries, so you can add in currencies, and then you can search it on this list right here. So you have, the list just goes on and on. So you can convert it to anything you like, and you're going to see the conversion rates just like that instantly. So yeah, it just gives you the conversions instantly. So as soon as you tap in 5 and convert, it's going to give it to you right there. Can you guys believe in Jamaica, $1 is $100? That's crazy. I'm seeing a lot of people riding their bikes nowadays, and this app is for you. We have Cyclemeter, and Cyclemeter is going to allow you to track and it's actually showing my location here, so I'm going to blur that for a little bit. So it's going to give you the ride time on how long you're riding your bike, or even for running, it's going to mark like a flag right there to let you know to come back here, so you could take laps. And I gotta say, this is excellent. If you ride your bike a lot, you're gonna need this app on your Apple Watch. And then even the iPhone app is even better because it gives you a little bit more data than the Apple Watch one. I wish they gave you the speed. I wish they gave you how many calories you burned, but you have all that stuff on the Apple Watch already stocked, so I guess it wouldn't really matter too much. And next up, we have an app called Calm. And I gotta say, this is way better than the Breathe app on your Apple Watch because it gives you a lot more functionality. Let me just show you guys this. So you have a lot of ways to calm yourself. You could breathe to relax, breathe for calm, breathe for sleep, daily calm, mindful walking. It's just to keep you calm. Now let me just show you guys the breathe one. The breathe one is so much better. Let's breathe to relax. You have music, and it gives you taptics too to let you know to inhale and exhale. So your body in, your body out, and just sit down and listen to this ambiance. This relaxation. I wish Apple would have gave us like, music to let us know to inhale and then exhale. It's like the music goes in and then it goes out and then goes in and then goes out.
Help you calm the chatter in your mind and release some of the tension that's maybe built up throughout the day. So get into something comfortable and we'll get started.
This app right here is called Hand Wash Timer. Now, it's very bare bones. I wish they would have put a little bit more thought into the app, but recently Apple has announced that you're going to have a hand wash timer, and it has a beautiful interface on the Apple Watch. Let's say, for example, I'm washing my hands. Before I even do it, I just tap this and it's going to let me know that I'm washing. It's just going to start a timer. I wish they would have, I don't know, put a little bit more thought, did something else, because if that's the case, I could have just started a timer using Siri for 20 seconds and then it'll just, okay, it's 20 seconds. But with this, it's just, that's it. So yeah, as you guys can see, even the convocation could have been done a little bit better, but you have quick access to it and then you just start washing and you're good to go. Instead of asking Siri or, talking to your watch, you have a nice little way of just having your washing timer right there. And last up on the list, we have Smart Gym. And there's so many workout apps on the App Store, but I would say this one kind of gives you a more Apple feeling. You have quick sweat, and they also give you techniques that you don't really need equipment. So if I do a quick sweat, you have jumping jacks, you have squat. And then when you do that sequence, it's going to check your heart rate, it's going to check your calories, it's going to check all that good stuff. I'm not going to start it now. Matter of fact, we'll start one. Just show you guys the interface. And as you guys see, you have Siri talking to you. You just have that nice interface. And as you guys can see on the back, it is trying to check my heart rate. I like this though. I like this, and you even have notifications letting you know to stay active throughout the day.
3, 2, 1, rest.
And then it gives you the rest.
Next, squat.
Okay, and then you guys get the idea. So it's just gonna go through the sequence. Just, I love this a lot. I think this is a great app to have on your Apple Watch. But yeah, that's basically it for the best Apple Watch apps. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys find this video helpful or useful, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. That does help out the YouTube algorithm. Comment down below if you have any questions or concern. Your feedback is always appreciated. And other than that, your boy Pops, and I hope you guys have a simple day. Stay safe out there. Peace.